The True History of the Kelly Gang is a novel written by Peter Carey and published in 2000. The novel tells the story of the legendary Australian outlaw Ned Kelly, who was considered a Robin Hood-like figure by some and a ruthless criminal by others. The novel is written in the form of a memoir, as if it were written by Kelly himself. The plot of the novel begins with Kelly's childhood, growing up in poverty and violence in rural Victoria, Australia. His father, John Kelly, is an Irish immigrant who is often in and out of prison, leaving the family in dire straits. Ned's mother, Ellen Kelly, is a strong and resourceful woman who tries to keep the family together, but she is constantly battling poverty and abuse. Ned's early years are marked by violence, poverty, and a sense of hopelessness. As Ned grows older, he becomes involved in petty crime and eventually joins a group of outlaws known as the Kelly Gang. The gang becomes notorious for their robberies and clashes with the police, and Ned becomes their leader. The novel follows Ned as he becomes more and more entrenched in the life of an outlaw, and as he becomes more and more committed to his cause of fighting against the injustices and oppression of the government and the wealthy landowners. The themes of the novel include poverty, violence, injustice, and the struggle for power and control. The novel also explores the idea of identity and how it is shaped by one's environment and circumstances. Ned is constantly struggling with his identity as an Irishman, an Australian, and an outlaw, and the novel explores how these different identities shape his actions and his perception of himself. The motifs in the novel include violence, poverty, and rebellion. The novel is full of scenes of violence, both physical and emotional, and it is clear that Ned's upbringing in a violent and poverty-stricken environment has had a profound effect on him. The motif of rebellion is also present throughout the novel, as Ned and the Kelly Gang are constantly fighting against the injustices and oppression of the government and the wealthy landowners. The symbolism in the novel is also significant. Ned's father, John Kelly, is often depicted as a symbol of Irish oppression and the struggle for freedom. Ned's mother, Ellen Kelly, is a symbol of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. The novel also uses the motif of the bush, the rugged and untamed wilderness of Australia, as a symbol of freedom and the possibility of escape from the oppressive forces of society. The tone of the novel is gritty and realistic, with a strong sense of authenticity. The novel is written in a colloquial and often vulgar style, which reflects Ned's own voice and the rough and rugged nature of his life. The tone is also dark and somber, as the novel deals with themes of violence, poverty, and injustice. Despite this, there are moments of humor and hope throughout the novel, as Ned and the Kelly Gang strive to survive and make a better life for themselves.